grab your achievement before we start. As we mentioned last time, Bismillah, the review is, I'm gonna put like a small summary here. Al-lazim. 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 So basically, this is the mid-lazim. That was the introduction from last time. Lazim, the must, the mandatory. That's just like in general, lazim. And then the lazim divides into two groups, harfi and kalimi. Harfi in letters. Harf means letter. Kalima, word. And then the harfi comes into two groups, mukhaffaf, khafif, diluted. Mukhaffaf, like mukhaffaf, it means exactly diluted. When you have like some concentration and then you add something to dilute it. That's exactly what we do here. And then the heavy one. The kalimi, like the other mad, lazim and kalimi in words, we have also mukhaffaf and also muthaqqal. That was like the summary from last time. Right now, I'm going to divide the harfi. I'm going to speak about the harfi only. Okay? So, last introduction was very tough, so tonight is going to be very easy, inshallah.
come down. You put them like this, they will do it.
Because last time you told me to put it on.
No, we're not using it.
ما ثقل.
Not for the box.
So it's coming down now. I'm going to erase this. We're done with this, right? There's one more rule. It's really easy. Just, I don't know where to put it.
Put it in the middle.
I'm going to explain here these examples after we finish this section. So, if you look at the مد لازم حرفي. حرفي, just like keep in mind, it comes in letters, right? And if you look at the rules, basically, how many letters, how many groups, how many, if you count them, the first group, how many letters do we have? 8. Second group is 5 letters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
14.
And then here, 1, so
14.
14. The fourth group, basically, people, they don't put it as a separate group. They take the ain and they make it a separate group by itself. And I think we don't need to make it another group then, because I already mentioned it in here. So we have 14. Just keep in mind, we have 14 letters. All the surahs that starts with the muqatta', the cut-in letters, we have only 14 letters. You will not see other than these letters in the beginning of the surahs. And we divided them based on their mudud. You see the first group, like here, we have 8 letters. And these letters, if you see them in the beginning of the surah, because this topic is very complicated, but I tried to make it so easy in this diagram. If you see them, you stretch them 6 moves, no matter what. That's just like the summary, the khulasa. Why? Don't worry about the ayn. We will speak about the ayn, except the ayn. If you break them down, let's take take some examples here. If you look at alif, lam, mim, how do you break it? You say alif, lam, and then mim. look at it, check the alif, the first one. How many letters does it have, the alif? It's made of 3 letters. 1, 2, 3 when you break it down, alif. But the one in the middle is not like a letter of mad. And when I say a letter of mad, you know the conditions. Ya sakin, the letter before it is maksur. Waw sakin, the letter before it is madmum. Alif sakin, the letter before it is maftuh. So alif, it is the 3rd group. You don't stretch the alif at all. So alif is by itself. It's the only letter that you cannot stretch, alif. How do you stretch alif? Alif. Okay. Ali, when you say alif, you're adding ya. And it does not have ya. You're trying to trick yourself. If you say alif, that's ya. But you say alif. Look at the second letter, the lam. How do we break it down? What I mean by breaking it down, when you say lam, write what you're saying. Lam. When I write it down, lam, alif, mim. Stretch it. It's lam. Stretch it without adding any letters. Lam. You see, it's possible. It's so easy to stretch it without adding any letter. But the alif, when you stretch the alif. But if you want to stretch it, you have to add some to trick and, fool yourself with that yeah, that you are going to add. So you cannot say alif. So alif by itself. Alif, that's why every time you hear like anybody reads the Quran, professional reciter, they start with alif, la, alif. Just alif is just like alif. It's a sharp letter. That's what they call it, like harfun had. You cannot do anything with it. Harfun had means like a sharp knife. Had, if you do anything, it cuts you. It hurts you if you try to. That's they call the sharp letter, harful had. It's like a unique name for the alif because even the shape is just like a sharp sword. Do not stretch it. Do not do anything with it. Say it as it is. If you don't put it like carefully, you ruin the word. If you don't touch the sword carefully, it's gonna hurt you. So, alif, la, alif. If you say someone alif, they try to beautify that alif. That doesn't work. So, if you try to beautify your voice with the alif, maybe you're stabbed or something. So when you say the alif, just say it straightforward. Alif, la, then you see that. Once you go to the letter of mad, you can do whatever you want with your voice. So alif, you cannot stretch it. Lam. Lam, the middle letter is alif. It's sakin. Sakin, and the letter before it is maftuh. That's a letter of mad. But imagine if it's sakin and the letter before it is maksur. It's not a letter of mad. You cannot stretch it. Yes. So, be careful. Imagine the alif is sakin and the letter before it is maksur. You cannot stretch it. That's it. It broke the rule. So to be a letter of mad, it has to be sakin and the letter before it has to be maftuh. So, how many harakat, how many moves you do with 6 harakat? Alif, lam, mim. That's 13. If you want to do more, that's fine. Then mad, there's no like a specific, precise measurement where you can follow. If you want to do like, in Tajweed, you do like 12, with the alif 12, 8, 10, you have to do the other ones exactly the same. Don't do here like 6 and here 7 and 10. No. If you choose to like, go in one speed, do not like driving the freeway like 40, 50, then go back 30 and you go back 100. No, you have to be studying. So some of the Qur'an, if you notice some, they don't follow these rules. They don't do 6 harakat, especially in those gatherings where they sit down and they recite and people they just listen, right? They don't do it 6. They do like almost like 16. But they keep it like Any med, any lazim med, they do it 16. Any med that has 6 harakat, they do it 16. So you have to be steady, like, you have to be, subhanAllah, stable. Alif, we will do 6, that's it, that's good for us. How do you know you're doing 6? Either like you open your fingers, just one. Alif, Lam, Mim, 6 harakat. Or you fold them, however you prefer. That's how I do. Alif, Lam, Mim. You try, I'm used to it, but you try to catch up with your fingers. Do them like at the same speed. Alif, Lam, Mim. I think Mim, I folded my fingers really quick, but you try to do that, okay? Look at the Mim. Ya is sakina. The Ya is sakin. And the Mim before it is Maksura. So that Ya is Ya mad. Okay? And Muthaqqal. Why Muthaqqal? You will see now. The reason, the difference now. Muthaqqal because Mim and Mim. What type of idgham?
متماثلان.
متماثلان, right? متماثلان, they're identical. Mim and Mim. Look, especially it is sakina. Sakina, and that's mutaharrik. Have you noticed? Mim does not have any haraka. Look, this alif is sakina, and this mim is sakina, maftuha, maksura, sakina, and sakina. Alif, sakina. And that's very tricky. That's the answer for this question. If you notice, there's like a question here. If you read the question, why do we stretch these letters and generals at the beginning of the surahs? Why? Because Arabs do not combine two sakinain letters. Two letters that have sukoon cannot combine, except in this situation, in the Quran, at the beginning of the ayat, Surah al-Muqatta'a. How? Look, you have sakin and sakin. You have sakin and sakin. So the med, keep it in mind. If you wanna, I didn't put it, but you can write it as a note. The med, the lazim, the reason, or like the wisdom behind the med lazim, harfi or kalimi, the letters or words. It's to avoid the two sakinain. So you make it so easy. So how do you say it? Look, it's muthaqqal. Why? Because sakin and sakin and then identical idgham, mutamathilin. That's muthaqqal. Alif lam. That's the first meme. Sakin. Lam. And then you go to the next meme. Alif lam mim. You see how tough it is? Because mim and mim, they're too heavy. When you say them all together. Try to do it. Let's see Adam, let's see how you do. I want you to do this 6 harakat. I'm gonna be counting those harakat. Do it. Alif lam mim. All of it. Take a deep breath.
Alif.
Hold on, I'm still in the third move.
You are doing fast.
I was doing it fast. I was wrong when I
do it this way.
It's like a second. Like this is the measurement.
I do it this way.
Like this. That's the measurement.
That's too slow.
Yes, that's the measurement. But I was very slow in I was very fast when I was folding my fingers. But this is how do you do it?
Alif.
Or let me see. let me show you the speed. It's like this.
So 1 second then.
Yeah, it's just like that. That's
Yeah,
the
6 seconds,
the
6
حركة.
حركة.
يلا. Huh? One letter. يلا.
ألف لام
Let's do it carefully. But in the salah you can do it 4, that's fine. Huh?
ألف لام
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. Huh? عمير.
ألف لام ميم.
Good, ما شاء الله. That's really good. Huh? مقصد.
ألف لام ميم.
Good. Huh?
ألف لام ميم.
Good. That's how it is. That's how it's done.
ألف لام
Wonderful. Huh?
ألف لام ميم
ده إدغام ميما ميم. It's heavy مثقل. That's the reason. ألف لام. You feel there's like a kind of vibration. لام. You feel the ghunna from your nose. Mim. Do it again.
ألف لام ميم
Good. Yusuf.
ألف لام
That's right. That's good. Every time you do these mudud, take a deep breath before. Relax and you can enjoy it. Let's see. Abbas Amara. Show us how you enjoy it. You're so stingy with the alif, with the alif and the lam. Yeah, try one more
ألف
time.
لام
One more time, take a deep breath. Hold it, relax. Take a deep breath and then say it.
ألف لام
That's fine. Based on your ability, that's good.
ألف
ألف.
ألف
لام is مكسورة.
مكسورة.
صارت ألف.
ألف
Come on, Anoop, you're so young. Stretch the alif. Not the alif, the lam, like the alif in the lam.
ألف
That's 4 only, but try to do it 6 because you're doing 4 moves. Ha, Abdul Nasir Allah.
ألف لام
You jumped really quick to the meme. One more time. You see, I do this, that's one move. 1, 2, 3.
right
Huh?
يعني 6 حركات صف
أيوة. يلا بقى let's try to do it the same move. يلا. That's right. يلا.
ألف لام
Okay, good. 4 and 4, that's fine. Ha, طم عمال. Good, ما شاء الله. يوسف. Yeah, when you say meme, no, meme you cannot stretch the meme. Just meme, you stretch the ya. One more time. When you stop sharp. You make it sharp. Like how? Alif la. That's how you let your voice go. And the alif. And then the ya in the middle. Alif la. You can do whatever you want at this point in the middle. And then once you go to the meme, you have to be sharp. Alif lam meme. You're saying meme. Yeah, let's do it. No, that's 3 harakat only. Do it, stretch it a little bit. That's fine. Norshi. Good, mashallah. Good, mashallah. You see why it's heavy? Look, second and then mutamathili. Let's try this word right here. It's been like that for a while. Check the moves. See if it has any mudud. How many mudud do we have in here? 4?
2.5.
2.5? Let's like test our knowledge. What type of mudud based on what we studied? Yalla. The first mad, Abdul Nasser. That's mad tabi'i, natural. That's good. Alif sakin and the letter before it is mutaharrik. Anuf. Give me another mad.
Seen with the kisra and ya.
What type of mad is that? The main category we studied. The first one in the wudud. The same thing. What is it called? The natural mad, the primary mad. That's the second one. Okay. The third mad, abasamara. Any hukm, any mad. Let's see. What type of mad? Give me a third mad. Meme. What type of mad in there? This one?
Yeah.
This one is the natural mad. That's right. The third mad. Yusuf, give me the fourth one. The fourth one. You don't know? No. Abba Adam is going to help you. Oh, hold on. Ahmad, give me the fourth one. Fourth hukm in this sentence. We have طبيعي. Huh? 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 That's right. The heavy mid, the lazim, mid lazim muthaqqal, that's right. Lazim harfi. That's the fourth one. The fifth one?
After noon sakin, there's me.
What's that? That's right. That's what I was looking for. What is it?
Idgham.
Idgham what? We studied that. What type? How many types of idgham we have? We have 4 types, right?
4, yeah.
What type of idgham is that?
متجانس.
متجانسان? That's right. متجانسان. Who said متجانسان? Yusuf. Let me ask Yusuf then. Why متجانسان? What's the definition of متجانسان?
Well, they are having similar qualities and they close in location.
Repeat that one more time.
They have the same qualities and they're close in location.
They differ in location.
Well, they're close but not exactly
Close
the
in
same,
location.
but not the same.
That's not right. Abu Yusuf. Huh. You heard me on Saturday. I mentioned it. We reviewed that. Why متجانسان?
They share the same location
That's right.
and have the qualities different.
That's right.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
That's good.
They have different qualities, right?
Oh.
So they're close. They're like, they share the same location. And from the mouth, like the front of your mouth, huh? And also one more thing. Do you remember that noon yarmilu? What type of idgham is that? Is it متجانسان or متقاربان? You guys are tricking me. Noon. What's the sound of the noon? Let me ask you. What's the sound of the noon? And say the sound of the meme.
So it's متقاربان.
They're not متجانسان then. So they're متقاربان. That's the idgham متقاربان. The reason for the idgham. متقاربان because the noon is from behind your teeth from the palate and the meme from the lips. So that's متقاربان. Why they're heavy? They're both having what? غنة. So, huh?
Because of the demand, that's why they are.
Idgham, they're heavy. That's right. That's one of the reasons. Idgham has some of the letters they don't have غنة, but they have idgham.
Yeah. لا مرة.
How many letters have غنة? Meme ونون. Meme and noon. That's it.
الإدغام لا يقولون الإدغام
Idgham, like noon and ya. What type of idgham? Noon and ya?
يرملون الأحرف يرملون.
No, without noon. يرملون, yeah. Idgham.
No, إدغام لا مرة without غنة.
Without غنة.
Otherwise,
Yes. So this one, they said Imam al-Jazari said, because they're close in location, and it's a idgham here, and both letters they have غنة in them. You cannot avoid it. Even without غنة, you cannot avoid it. So how do you say it? حركتين. This is how you do it. حركتين. 6 and 6. Remember the alif, it was only one حركة, right? Alif, 6, 1, 6, 6. Here you have 2, 6, 6. I'm gonna mention something here before I. What type of hukm we have in here? إقلاب. Come on. We just mentioned it. It's idgham. Some of the ulama, they said you apply the ahkam, the idgham in here. Sin, mim. I prefer this because it's easy for you. The other, they say you have to separate between them. طاسين ميم. But it's better to connect them and apply the grammar that we studied. It's so easy.
Hafs always
يضغط. Connect. Yeah.
Disconnect them.
They say طا سين ميم.
So, us, like, it's See, they're separate naturally.
But
It says noon and
they
it's
don't
part of
connect
it.
them. It's
Yeah.
if you read in قراءة الكسائي, they don't. You have to separate between them. You cannot. You don't have the option. Hafs, the one that we study, you have like it, to connect them. Connect them. It's better. You mix the noon with the meme. Let's try it. Try it. أبقى really quick. 2 حركات, 6 حركات, 6 حركات. Take a deep. That's 3 حركات. Do the ta short. طاسي.
The timer is changing.
That's good. Sin. The idgham. Remember when we studied that type of idgham, and you keep your lips open like almost like the measurement of a paper. In this idgham, in this type of idgham, let's take the opinion of the people of the Maghrib, like the West, Al-Maghariba and Africa. They do it itbaq. They do itbaq. So 2 options for the idgham. The one that I studied is from the Shaykh. That's how he got it from the Shaykh, and because the qira'ah, it comes down by actually transmitting. And he told me to do this. You see, it goes in. But in this type of in this type of situation, I prefer that we take the
Hafs.
other. No, that's Hafs that I'm doing. Also, people of Africa like Mauritania, Algeria, Tunis, Morocco, Sudan, Kenya, they prefer they took. I think, subhanallah, only three qurra they do this. The rest of the qurra they do the itbaq. So let's do the itbaq. The itbaq, it's easier for you because you cannot, if you don't train, if you're not used to this, you cannot actually master it. You have to work really hard. It's hard. So,
Yeah, you have to press it from here then.
yeah. So
From your throat.
the itbaq means like tabaq. Just close your mouth. Also, that's Ahl al-Sham. That's right. Ahl al-Sham, they do itbaq. Qasim. That's also Ayman Suwaid. He does that. Qasim. That's easy. Let's do it. Yeah. That's your area from Asham. Good, Umar. Qasim, that's Alif Mim. Stretch it a little bit. Like Qasim. You see that? Don't say Ta. Say Ta. Like it's 2 moves. 1 down, 1 up. Qasim. Good. خلاص. I think you mastered it. Let's pick randomly. Yeah. Yusuf. Raise your voice. Yeah. The itbaq, when you do the itbaq, try to hold. Why? Because when we have the idgham, what do we have on here? Shadda. Right?
Yeah.
Remember we have shadda.
Yeah.
So you try to say the shadda. That's why it's called what?
Heavy.
Heavy. Tasim. Okay. Al-Qarni, yeah. You did not practice the first example. Let's see. Yeah, you see, you did the meme 6 harakat and the noon, the first
Seen.
yeah, seen 4 harakat. So you have to be balanced, because people can notice when you do ta sin mim. It's longer than the previous one. So just like try to measure yourself. Tasin, same thing. We stretch this 2 harakat, and this one is 6 harakat. That's muthaqqal. Mukhaffaf, let's break it down. This one, when you say it, you have to take a deep breath before you practice it. Check it. See how much you need like a deep breath. You need to be careful when you practice it. Try to do it between you and yourself before you show.
8, 6, 8. Okay, 26. Half a minute. Half a minute, yeah.
Tas, hamim, haim.
26 seconds.
That's it. Sin, kha, o, kaf. That's Surah Maryam. Kaf, ha, ya, sad, ain, sad.
Ready to say it? Yalla. I'm gonna do the move. One move. 1, 2. Huh? Let's see.
I just need some oxygen, like mask for a few minutes before I do this.
Take a deep breath and relax. Do not relax. Hold on.
All the way down.
Ha, 1, 2. That's harakat, 2 harakat. Ha, mi, then 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, that's how you do it. Take a deep breath and do not say it from your throat. No, that's the issue. You get your breath like cuts off because it's from the throat, from your mouth. No, you take a deep breath all the way to your lungs. You see what's the best scenario of taking a deep breath? Have you seen like a baby when they breathe?
Breathe by
How
stomach.
do they breathe? From the stomach,
Stomach.
or from the chest, or from the mouth? You see like their diaphragm?
No.
That's the perfect type of breathing. So people like the older they get, they don't use their diaphragm. So their breath shrinks, like their diaphragm like is not functioning anymore. just like doing the basic things. But if you see the babies, they are breathing perfectly, breathing like really good. That's the type of breath. You see their chest, stable, and the stomach is up and down. You see that? That's the best thing. How you do it? You take a deep breath all the way to your stomach, your lungs, fill them with the air, and then go up. Huh. That's why, subhanAllah, some of them, when they lead the prayer or like they pray, they try not to take a deep breath to the stomach. No, just take a deep breath. Have your belly like out. You know, that's fine. As long as you're, subhanAllah. That's why sometimes, like, when I lead, to control your voice, you have, I'm standing, but once that's my favorite position. That's what I do. You see the point why? The point is like, you can't, I'm standing right now like this. It's hard. I need like to get to the...
But you're sitting is harder.
Huh?
You're sitting is harder.
Yeah, but I mean, you do it when you pray. So that's the best way. That's why you see like professionals, like, yeah, and I learned it from some people. When he leads, he comes to me, he's fine, just standing normally. All of a sudden, what was going on, Sheikh? Like right now, that's what he says, like, you know, people, they think I have a big stomach, but it's just like because I'm taking a deep breath. So the best way is just to take a deep breath. Fill your stomach, push it out, and then you say that. And from the stomach, not from the throat. And the sound goes out from the chest. Feel it. You see, you feel your stomach is gonna explode. It goes down. Hamim ayn sin qaf. But you need to take a deep breath. Huh? Ayn and sin, yeah, you do it. That, yes, you do it. Huh? I got tired by a song. I'm not feeling comfortable to take that position. But in the salah I do it. So how you do it? Yeah, let's do. He noticed something. Let's see here. Mim and ayn, that's idhar. Once you move from the ayn to the sin, what type here is ikhfa, not idgham. Ayn sin qaf. Sometimes, you know, you get nervous or something, your breath goes down. But subhanAllah, you can actually stretch it like even longer when you're like feeling comfortable. So how you do it? 2 harakat, 6 harakat. The ayn. Look at the ayn, except the ayn. Ayn, when you have 2 options, 4 or 6. Mainly the ayn. What type of mad in here? I'm going to ask Dr. Abdullah. What type of mad is this? If you don't know, Al-Qarni is going to tell you.
There's no mud.
No mad. Do you agree with him, Brother Qarni? Yes. No mad? What about you? You agree with him? Maqsad.
Yeah, itself?
The mad in ayn. Yeah. Hold on, nobody speaks. Just maqsad. No mad, you?
No, yeah, itself is alright. Or...
Yeah, I'm talking about that, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no...
There's no mad in the word ayn?
Yeah, there's no, yeah.
No mad.
No.
Aba Samara, do you agree or you disagree? You always dispute, or maybe you agree. You agree with them? Yusuf. Or let's keep Yusuf to the end. Anyway, you go with the flow, even if they're wrong. Huh? Norshin, do you know if there's like any mad, or do you agree with the group? Without cheating, huh? What type of mad? Do we have a med? If we have a med, what type of med? Hold on, let's keep you to the end. Huh? No, you're wrong. Umair, what type of med? You don't know. So
Because the ayn is
it's right. You see the back table? The med is lean. Do you remember the quality of lean?
No.
Ya sakin, the letter before it is maftuh. Remember that?
right.
That's also mad?
Why? Who said
Right, I
that?
said right.
Right, you remember that now, huh?
That's
What's
also,
the other? Yeah, that's med. That's what we studied, the quality of lean. Yeah, and what's the other letter?
wow.
That's right. Waw and ya, if they're sakinayn and the letter before them is maftuh, that's lean. So basically two harakat. Just to make them look nice, to make the ayn looks nice, you stretch it 6, but some of them they prefer just do it 6. Most of the Qurra did it 6 just to match it with the rest of the words. Hamim ayn sin qaf. You also have in here ikhfa, disappearance. And here ikhfa also. From the nun going to the sin. If you want to do it, this is the easiest way. Some of them you do it with a sharp voice. Hamim. Just like, you know, if you're yelling at somebody, and then you will feel relaxed. Let's try to do it. About Adam one more time.
Hamim ayn sin qaf.
MashaAllah. Better than mine. Well, take a deep breath and go. Yalla.
Hamim ayn sin qaf.
That's really good. That's really You're not used to that. That's really good. Maqsa. That's a training for the breathing.
Hamim ayn sin qaf.
That's good. You did the measurement, like, you know, you made them equal. You got there 3, 3, 3.
I did 4. I did 4. I did 4.
Khalid.
Hamim ayn sin qaf.
Yeah, but remember, it's qaf, not khaf.
Qaf.
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 Yes. That right.
Hamim ayn sin qaf.
After this, you want to practice?
There you go.
Try it. Good, huh? Abaha. Hamim ayn sin say ha. You're gonna lose your breath for that. So just say Hamim.
حميم عين سين قاف.
ما شاء الله. يوسف.
حميم عين سين قاف.
That's good, huh? أبا إدريس.
حميم عين سين قاف.
There's like a narration في التدوير. There's like a type of قراءة في التدوير الحفص. Let's do the 6, shorten them to 4, and the 2 like the 4 shorten them to 2, and the 2 to 1. Do it. حميم عين سين قاف. Let's shorten it, يلا. Maybe that's easy.
حميم عين سين قاف.
التدوير is a terminology. You remember this terminology? You hear it in the books, like from somebody. It's called التوسط. التوسط. You heard that terminology? They say التوسط. التوسط. You have الحدر, الترتيل, التجويد, والتوسط, التدوير. التوسط is like 6, you go down to 4. 4, you go down to 2. You shorten them, like 2 to 1. That's if you know your breath is not gonna help you. That's what you do. Huh? Ahmed.
The rhythm one or
If you have a long breath, go ahead. Do the perfect one. Ladies, blow your breath. Say ayn. You stretch the ya, not the nun, not ayn. Ayn. Yalla, one more time. Hamim ayn. MashaAllah, that's really good. Let me ask you one question. What is al-madd al-lazim? I mentioned the definition at the beginning. Let's see if you're still awake. What's the definition? Try to review. Not look at your notes, just review from your memory. Based on these examples. What is harf mad? What is it like the madd al-lazim?
It's حرف مد that comes after السكون. السكون is asli. The sukun is like whether you start or continue, the sukun is part of that. Not
So
not
make
sukun
it easy. It's just one sentence. One more time.
It's the harf mad that
Harf
come,
mad.
that come is followed by a sukun, and the sukun is asli, meaning it's not.
Let's see. Let's verify that. Verify that from Al-Qarni. What's the definition of al-lazim? Do you know? Dr. Abdullah. Khalid. Were you paying attention with him?
Yeah.
Okay, don't tell.
So it's,
It comes after.
What is it?
It comes after a mud, and the letter has like a sakoon, and it's original sakoon.
Where does it come?
After the mud.
After the med or the letter of med?
Well, after the letter of mud.
So it's a letter of med basically, huh? And it's followed by a letter that has sukun, sukun asli. Asli means like the sukun is asli, original. What does it mean, Umayr?
You just stop or not stop.
You stop or you continue, there's sukun. Have you noticed? Sakin. Even if sakin and sakin, even if you continue, you have to say it sakina.
Yeah.
Huh? Sakin. Sakin and sakin, they're next to each other. You continue and it's sakina. So the reason for the idgham, for the lazim, you see the answer for this question? To avoid the sukun, the combination of these two sukuns together. Sukun and sukun, sukun and sukun. So what do? We stretch this alif with the sukun, the first one with the sukun. We stretch it, you see? Sukun and sukun. What do we do to avoid this problem? You cannot say two letters at the same time with the sukun. Lam. If you say it without mad, you know how to say it. If you read it precisely, if you read it like exactly as it is written down, sakin, alif, with the sukun, the sound. A, I, U, sukun. A, I, U, You cannot do that with the two sukuns. So you see, the lazim came to save you, to save, like you know, to solve this problem. Sakinain, they're together. What are we gonna do? You stretch the first sakin. La. If you notice, when we stretch it, I did not add any haraka to it. Look, I said the sukun is a, I, U, We have four hats basically. Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra, and the sukun. A, I, U, You don't know what to do. So what I'm trying to do is to stretch this La. If I stop, I'm going to stop and tell me if it's Fatha or Dhamma or Kasra. La. What is it? Still sukun. You see that? We stretched the sukun to avoid the other sukun. We cannot put the sukun next to the sukun. So you stretch it. Lam. You see, you jump to the mim, to the other sukun. But if you don't stretch it, it's the same thing. But you're not gonna be able to jump softly. So it's la. So it doesn't have fatha, no kasra, no dhamma. It's sukun. What you are stretching is the sukun. Lam. You see, you jump to the mim directly. You did not do anything. You did not add any harakat. So the reason from the lazim, it's to avoid this combination of sukun. Let's do Yasin. Yasin and then we're done. Yasin wal Quran. So Yasin, remember we spoke about there's like some dispute over Yasin.
Yeah.
They have so many opinions on the word Yasin, but we are going to mention what's the best in here. So it has two opinions. So it has إظهار and إدغام. Some of them they say إظهار, some of them they say إدغام. I want you to look at the sentence and tell me where the إظهار.
Where they are? It's
إظهار, where's the إظهار?
you said it's a controversial, so it's either
Yeah,
like
if we say
idhar or
إظهار, where's
idgham.
the إظهار? In what exactly? You know, the ahkam, the rules, when do they happen? When two letters meet.
Yeah.
So you tell me when every time I ask you where is such and such, you tell me the two letters, where are they?
Yeah.
That those two letters are causing the problem.
Noon and waw. Noon and waw.
Noon and waw?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's wrong.
Idgham, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Are you sure? That's idgham? So
Wrong.
noon, noon and waw. Noon
Yeah.
sakin, the waw.
Yeah.
What type of idgham? Yeah. No, what type of idgham that we studied? We studied the idgham, not the regular ones. We studied them in depth. 4 types of idgham. Huh?
متباعدان.
Tabadan, are you serious? Huh? Who knows? If you don't
متقارب.
متقاربا متباعدا or
أنا
متجانسا.
بدون say متباعد. He said متباعد.
متباعدان.
Make up your mind. Huh?
I
That's
say
how to
متقاربا.
You say متقاربا. Let's see.
And
If huh?
it's the distant one. What was the distant
We
one
have
like?
identical, and then متجانسا,
The fourth one. What was the
and
fourth
then the
one?
close one, and then
متباعدان.
متباعدا, distant.
متباعدا. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, that's the one.
So you both agree.
Yeah.
Dr. Abdullah,
not good.
what is it? What type of idgham?
نون ساكنة والواو it's إدغام. إدغام
Yeah, they said متباعدا. What type of
So
idgham?
this-
They different
I call
location.
this for me,
They
so-
different location and they different quality too.
Huh? Dr. Abdullah, let's see.
An ow.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what.
Yeah, they
Huh?
different.
Say it.
And-
And
Ow. They
How
different.
comes from here.
Yeah, they different location and they different.
Noon and waw. So those who said idgham متقاربان, they said noon and waw, so it's متقاربان. Noon. Noon and waw. Noon and waw متقاربان. So it's idgham. And Hafs, look, because you are studying Hafs, right? Hafs, he says in Yasin, it's idhar mutlaq. Okay, it's idhar.
Has to be different
So
than
it's
our
idhar,
answer.
huh? Idhar. We are going to study that. We have 3 types of idhar. The first one is idhar halqi. Halqi means halq, throat. You see that? Which is like shafahi. Idhar shafahi. Shafahi. Halqi. That comes from the throat. And then idhar shafawi. From the shifa. Shafawi. And then idhar mutlaq. This is the idhar mutlaq. I'm going, inshallah, when we study the idhar, I'm going to mention the words that came in the Quran with the idhar mutlaq. And Hafs, he actually considers this as idhar mutlaq, as he received it from the chain, like from the Prophet all the way to Hafs and Asim. He says, this is like idhar, appearance. Idhar, okay? It's not idhar. So 90% of the Quran, of the Qur'an, they do it idhar. And Some of the قراء, rare قراءات, they do it إدغام, but Hafs, he does it إظهار مطلق. إظهار مطلق means مطلق, hey, don't play around with it.
You have to pronounce both.
Yeah,
You have to pronounce both.
إظهار, you have to make it very clear.
Yeah.
No manipulation, huh? So, when do you do it? إظهار, when you continue. Like, huh? من عمل نونا عين. عين comes from the throat. من عمل, same thing. ياسين وال. Do not say ياسين وال. منع ومن عمل صالحا. ومن عمل ياسين والقر. That's إظهار مطلق. You have to make it very clear. Huh? So appearance when you continue. When continue. And it's مخفف, as we said. This is مخفف. Okay. مخفف because it's إظهار. Last one, we are not going to actually break, do anything about it, just like to practice it. This one. This one is one of the toughest. Take a deep breath. Let's just break it down. See how many moves we have in here. Kaf. Ha. Ya. Ain. Sad. Oh, خلاص, we're done. Kaf. 6, 2, 2, 4 or 6, and this is 6. That's how you do it. يعني, inshallah, I was going to mention something. Okay, so the letters. Try to remember the letters. These letters, you see that? We حي طهر, حي طهر, حياطا, حي طهر. Either you memorize the letters separately or the sentence. حي طهر. These stretch 2 moves. You see, for example, here, ha. Ha is here. You see 2 moves. Ya, 2 moves. You see the any other letter? You see these like letters wherever you see them? 2 moves. But look, نقص عسلكم. Your honey is decreased. نقص, like decreased your asal. But in Arabic it's different, like, نقص عسلكم. Your honey is reduced or decreased. Remember this word, نقص عسلكم. نقص means ناقص. نقص. عسلكم. These letters, whenever you see them, you stretch them 6. And the alif, you don't stretch it at all. So حي طهر, نقص عسلكم, alif, 14 letters. Ayn, it's because it's lean, the quality of lean, you have the option between 4 and 6. And how you do this? That's how you do it. Take a deep breath. كاف ها يا عين صاد. And here remember, there's like what إخفاء, disappearance. That's it. We're done for tonight. Abdul Nasser is my alarm. Every time I move on, he stops me.
Awesome. Awesome.